That's right, I am officially Sun Tzu's second cousin. I had the records changed, so it's official. Just call me that guy who got his name changed to Sun Tzu's second cousin. So anyway, I'm playing a game on Sakura Ridge. The enemy alliance, or the enemy, because there's really just one of them, is Santa. So I'm gonna get all, you know, holiday on this guy. Okay, I'm trying to remember this battle because it's a lot like the other one. Now I remember. Okay, so my opponent, his name is Santa. He has this brilliant idea to run down the hill, and as you understand, as I've pointed out probably a few times already, one of the most important parts of attacking is actually going down a hill. If you can always be going down a hill, you really actually never lose. Then again, that's not completely true. It depends on the strength of the units, how veteran they are, how resistant they are to morale shocks, if they're getting hit from sides, bow fire, all that crap. Okay, so right here he takes his general, and he just really tries to frustrate me. And at this point in time, I was looking at what was going on, and I was really trying to figure out why this guy gave me this hill. This is questionable. This is extremely questionable because this is so important. This is what this map is all about. There's not another flat area on this map except for here and here. So I took this area right here. I decided to be a little non-conventional. I didn't want to give the impression that I was just going to simply do the same old thing, you know, throw all your, you know, 5 bow units right in the middle, and the whole army's just chilling here on the hill. It's a classic example of trying to give him something to work for, and this is where I notice what his strategy was truly going to be. The wonderful general cannon snipe. So it's a very skillful tactic where your enemy will try to fire a cannon at your general to get a kill early on in the game and pretty much incapacitate your army, making them almost useless. Maybe that's an over-exaggeration. Oof. Oof. That sail over to hit that one. Yeah, hit a couple. So I rely primarily on Great Guard units as my cavalry support. Veteran Great Guards will last a while, and that's why I like them. So, I'm trying to remember how I addressed this issue. He's the whole way at the bottom of the hill, so you think the most intelligent way to deal with this would probably be, well, I guess not too intelligent, but rush down, meet the army, take advantage of the momentum. But I noticed that he has these matchlocks, bow warrior monks, matchlocks. Matchlocks are the worst to charge. I refuse to charge them. So he takes his general again. Now you're probably saying, hey, you know, this is a lot of camping. And you're absolutely right, because I don't like those cannons over there, and I plan to address how to deal with them. And I actually started doing that right now. I had to give a little bit of time. I had to give myself a little bit of time to think, because this opponent has clearly developed a strategy for this map, or at least to some extent. Obviously, being on the downslope, I mean, look at this downslope. That's it's not the most significant downslope, but it's big enough that I will have an advantage. Even all of his troops are somewhat nervous. You can just tell. Yellow, 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 yellow. They're probably a tad afraid of being in their position. I should probably explain my army setup since there's going to be a lot of walking, because this unit is going to be one of the primary flanking units, and believe it or not, yes, Yari have a purpose. A lot of people don't take them, but I make the most use of them. And people usually are a little, you know, they feel maybe a little comfortable to see these on the field because they don't have very much killing power, but when used correctly, the Yari are fantastic, and actually that's why I named them. Maybe I'm wrong, because I thought that maybe I was wrong to believe that they were useless. So, let's see. Who else I got here? I know I have 2 Yari, 2 Naginata Samurai, 2 Naginata Warrior Monks, 2 Katana? Yeah, let's see. 2 Katana, and I believe I used to take some sort of Ashigari militia unit, but he may not be in this one. Maybe I took more expensive veteran units. So both my Naginata Samurai, or a Naginata Samurai called Make Me a Sandwich, one of my favorite, In Yari Samurai, ruthless puncture wounds. They're just sitting here protecting these bowmen, and I was just trying to really get my opponent to make some sort of move. He's constantly skirmishing with his general, who actually turns out to be a renowned bowman, something like that. Yeah, let's see. Reload skill is 95, accuracy 75, ammunition 40. He's a sharpshooter for sure, and he's got that ability to skirmish with my skirmisher. So pretty much I have to try to out skirmish him, and every time he shoots one of those bows, it is really frustrating me. He's trying to get me to go down this hill. I know he wants me to go down this hill, but that's why I don't make my bowman veteran, because this is their purpose. Their lives are dedicated to dying. I'm sorry, but that's the way it's gotta be. Okay, so I position. Oh, there's my lone sword. I put them in front. I usually use them to absorb charges. And then on the right is a Naginata warrior monk to protect against Cav, another Naginata warrior monk, and then my other Naginata samurai. So my bowmen are officially not going to be easy to kill, aside from getting shot at by the general. So what does he got here? 2 units of Great Guard, or 1 unit of Great Guard? Okay, very heavily upgraded unit of Great Guard. 27 melee attack, 11 melee defense, 40 charge bonus. Too lazy to really, let's see, 7. So he's upgraded it to level 7 veteran. That's a unit of Great Guard that is really going to give me a hard time, and I definitely know this. So addressing the issue of this cannon, back to what I was saying, I've actually positioned my Great Guard in a Yari to go this way, and what I want to do is the Yari is going to make my opponent think twice before he even attempts to stop this attack on the cannons. Now I will be totally honest, this battle wasn't completely executed the way I wanted it to be executed. I had intentions of it going smoother, but my opponent was actually pretty good. I won't be as rude as I was in the previous videos, but that was the reason I was the way I was because of the fact that I really chose videos regarding tactics that I disapprove of. It was not the wisest decision. So I think he realizes that I'm not going to move, or doesn't understand that I'm sending a flank attack, so he just charges up a hill. And my Naginata warrior monks are, of course, waiting. Like I said, my bowmen were not going to be easy to kill. I made sure they weren't be easy to kill. And since I still have a whole army in reserve, I start shooting at his Great Guard, which is going to really help me out. Of course, look at all these bows or these arrows just flying, and then boom, charge bonus. That Great Guard is a waste of money at this moment. I keep showering it. I think I lost 10 units. Yeah, got it to rout. Lost 10 units. It was a pretty intelligent attack. Now I believe this is when I try to take advantage of the momentum of the hill. I try to get my troops a little closer. I kind of screwed up here. They should have gotten farther down this hill, and this could have actually turned the tides of this battle a lot faster, but still I do get to attack him on some sort of a down sub. Actually, it's more like he attacks me right there. I leave these 2 katana, slice and dice, and slap chop. They're going to be my reserves, because the fact of the matter is if a gap opens up, I want this to go as smoothly as possible, and I want to be able to stop any sort of attack. So it looks like he had 2 matchlocks. He sent his matchlocks up. So I rushed my Yari to take care of those matchlocks, and I hate matchlocks. I take my second Great Guard. I'm not quite sure what I did with them. And oh, looks like he actually had 2 units of Great Guard. I actually forgot about that. And this is one of the reasons I have Yari Samurai to back up my whole army. Except they're the whole way over here. So that could be a problem. So I got my archers firing, and I get my Great Guard to chase his bodyguard, because I'm just a little frustrated with that arrow fire. And as you can see, the momentum of the battle is definitely taking place. I'm going to take complete advantage of the fact that I have pushed half of his army off the hill, and I'm going to keep pressing him. All that's left is bow warrior monks anyway on this side. Then here's where a lot of the danger's coming. I use my Great Guard unit to soak up or to distract the other Great Guard. And oof. I guess I kind of got put in a bad position right here. Better units, more units. He sent 2 Katana Samurai versus my Katana Samurai. They're both heavily upgraded, so I guess that was going to lose regardless of what I did. But still, nevertheless, a big part of this game was sacrificing your units sometimes. That's what I had to do to get that. My bowmen are kind of laying down some fire. Let's see. He's got his general back there. Probably would have solved the problem to just go attack his general. I try to get back up to this hill. It's really actually completely necessary that I do that because I don't want to give him any sort of advantage. So I start rushing my bowman away. I think he unfortunately routes, I believe, this unit. It's unavoidable. I believe he tries to use his Great Guard to chase down my general, and I don't like that, obviously. My general is actually the physical attribute general, so he's a legendary warrior. He's very strong. 26 melee attack, 18 melee defense, charge bonus, but he's, you know, the generals have katanas, so they're not necessarily effective versus cavalry. They're more of a katana samurai, or a katana cavalry sort of unit. So, okay, this was actually kind of funny. I actually earlier attacked this with my Yari, and I didn't follow through. So these guys are actually exhausted. They've ran the whole way from here, down here, fought a battle, ran over here, only half killed, no, actually only killed 8 of these guys, and then ran the whole way back over here for no apparent reason. Here's, once again, the Great Guard that refused to die. Refusing to die like they always do. And actually, my Yari don't like getting shot by my own arrows, so they're running. Trying to think of how I stopped this attack, and it looks like I sent my general to go. You know, he's got some concerns. He's a little pissed off. He's been getting shot by arrows, and that would piss off anyone. As honorable as possible, he faced his back to my general and almost hit the border. So that was very respectful. That was cool. I remember towards the end of the battle, he just goes, "Good game, ... But that is Total War for you, man. You win some, you lose some. I've lost plenty. Your tactics were, they would have been effective had I not have already encountered about 20 to 50 people who use that cannon tactic.
Our men are running from the battlefield.
It works versus less experienced players, especially if you played anything like Napoleon or Empire Total War. A lot of people would try to snipe your general, so it's a relatively ineffective strategy for anyone who really played those games. But that's pretty much it. That was the battle. Didn't do so well, but he was actually a pretty decent player. He had some really good units, an interesting attack, an interesting strategy, so I figured I'd show it to you. Anyway, I really appreciate you watching the video, and I hope you could take something from it and try to watch some of the rest of my videos. Anyway, take care.